By now, everyone's seen the news stories about these Islamic State idiots and all the fighting in Syria. But if you want to know what the hell everyone's problem is in less than 3 minutes, here you go. In 2012, a wave of uprisings swept across a bunch of North African and Middle Eastern countries in what became known as the Arab Spring. Protests forced changes and a whole bunch of governments and a handful of really crap dictators got forcibly removed. Syrian President Bashar al-Assad decided the best way to deal with protesters in his country was to send in mercenaries and the damn national army to start killing them, which he did. Some of his soldiers immediately said hell with that and broke away to form the Free Syrian Army, or FSA, and started a civil war in Syria. While that was going on, a group of religious nut jobs that had been doing their best to make Iraq suck since Saddam got taken out decided to move next door and help in the fight against Assad. Islamic State was known for being crazy and violent, but at the same time, FSA needed all the help it could get. Assad's army was being supported by Hezbollah, a terrorist group out of Lebanon, and pro-government militias started banding together to join them. This prompted a few more sketchy jihad groups to come together to join the fight. Now this is the part where religion makes everything worse. Assad, his militias, his supporters and bankrollers are Shiite Muslim, while the FSA, the Kurds, and the jihad groups are all Sunni. That's no coincidence. Sunni jihadist groups saw Syria's civil war as an opportunity to gain power, and that's exactly what Islamic State did. They killed thousands of people and posted all kinds of fucked up videos online as they butchered and raped their way through Syria. Their military success and people's fear of them got them all gassed up, and they started running their mouths online like, yeah, we run this jihad, we run all jihads, we run al-Nusra, we run al-Qaeda. That pissed al-Qaeda off, and their leader ordered Islamic State to shut up or disband altogether. Islamic State's leader got pissed off back and declared a caliphate, which is pretty much saying, okay, now we run religion too, and I'm the boss. Everyone's an infidel unless you follow the absolute batshit craziest of Islam. So now nobody likes Islamic State. Not publicly, anyway. America's role in this situation is pretty confusing. When Assad used fucking nerve gas on his own people, the U.S. officially started supporting the FSA as they fought Assad's army. But after Islamic State killed 2 American civilians, the U.S. started dropping bombs on Islamic State, in some cases hitting the same targets that Assad's forces were attacking. This has some people accusing America of playing both sides of a messy civil war. Now that there are some non-jihadist groups and possibly our buddies the Turks joining in, U.S. involvement is becoming more certain but still unclear. And even though nobody's really sure exactly who the good guys are, pretty much everyone agrees that Islamic State's psycho sandal brigades needs to go. So that's a dumbed-down version of what's been happening in Syria over the past 2.5 years. It leaves out the infighting among the rebel groups, the enormous refugee problems, and the whole Kurdish situation.